Good morning, everyone. Starting on Friday, there will be a faith-based journal being done. It will cover 6 weeks, and it's basically about you connecting back with God. It's open to everybody. It's open to any religion. You use your faith in your way. What I have under here are beautiful verses from the Bible. Muslims believe in the gospel, believe in the scripture. They're no different from other people. They just have the Quran as well. And the Quran finishes some of the stories that were started in the Bible. Okay? I'll explain more later. I wanted to really just do this today. So, every Friday at 9 o'clock, Diane's video will go out. Esther also is doing Friday. The other girls, now this is not a design team, this is a creative team. It is just some lasses who are getting together to enjoy this project, okay? So they will post when they've got a video ready. Some may post 2 or 3 times a week. But if you use the hashtag, you will find them. Or if you follow the girls, and I will put the whole creative team down underneath in the comment bit, you know, in the box, to explain to you who it is involved. Okay? So let me tell you who's involved first. We have our Esther. Sorry, this is so small, but it wouldn't print any bigger. We have our Esther. And Esther, of course, is the tracking scribe. This is the group that people will be in and joining in the fun of doing this, and this is where you'll put your makes, and we would love to see them. We really would, really do. So we've got Esther, then Diane Marra. Now she is the one who came up with the idea in the first place. Okay, then we have Rhonda Fox, Christina Rice, Tera Young, Janie, Samantha, myself, and Paula Moores. And Paula is the one in the trucking scribe that does a lot of the admin, and she also does the swaps. She's so active, our Paula. Absolutely lovely lady. So that's the group that we're helping. As I say, this is not a design team. This is just people getting together to show the love of God. Okay? Later on in the year, there will be another one done, because this one is peace of God, and the other one will be peace with others. And that is a harder one to do, isn't it? To find that humility, not to bite back. Yeah. So that's the group who are actually doing it. And this is what you can get as a freebie to print off if you go into the group and get the link, or I will put the link down below. And it tells you that it's about the peace of God. Okay? And each week, we've got the weeks here, there is a paragraph that they will be using specifically for that particular day. You can use those, or you can use your own. You use whichever you prefer. Most people have favourite scriptures that they love, you know, and favourite people that they love in the Bible too. To me, you know, Joseph, his story is amazing. Job, look what he went through. And then you've got Noah. There are just so many wonderful stories in the Bible. And they're in the Quran as well. It all crosses over. So the hashtag, we've actually changed the hashtag. So it is Faith Friday Peace. That is what they've got at the moment. That may change by next Friday, because I'm doing this a couple of days early. And if it does, I will change it on my video. If you go into the group and get this, there is a 20% discount on the kits, okay? Both Esther's and Diane's kits, okay? Because they both got different kits. You can use one, you can use them both, or you can use something that you prefer to use yourself. That is entirely up to you, okay? So let me just show you what this free handout has in it. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I've printed on this on paper because I've got a lot that I've been printing out, and I just wanted you to see what this is about. Okay, I mean, one or two of these pages have got something on the back. That's because I've done a lot of printing. So you've got wonderfully laid out scriptures, words, and there are actually 40, put my teeth back in again, 40 verses going right the way through all this. Okay, and what you're seeing is actually on the other side is where I printed off Esther's kit on paper. So I want to see what it looked like. And I was also trying to clear my rollers. Beautiful, absolutely lovely. Sorry, the pages are sticking together. Absolutely wonderful. So you've got 40 verses. And then this is the bit that got me. I went, oh, this was an oh moment. Okay, we have two beautiful hymns are here, and what made me and got me was How Great Thou Art. To me, that has the words like I Believe, you know, the song that has been sung by so many people over the years, and it really does fill your heart. But the thing about this is, for the couple of weeks before I knew about this happening, this was keep going into my head. This was constantly being in my head, How Great Thou Art. And I'm singing away to it. And then suddenly, when I'm going through the PDF, I went, I cannot believe this. Small things. Right. And then this one here. I mean, these are beautifully laid out, aren't they? Absolutely beautifully laid out. Really, really lovely. And then here, I mean, so many are doing journals these days, and sorry, this paper sort of slid a bit, so a couple of these are a bit squinty. Beautiful. Cut these out, pop them on your ephemera, wherever you like. Absolutely lovely. So that's the freebie, which will help you get started. Okay, so let me just put that together. I'm just trying to keep everything together because I've got so many piles. Right. Yeah. We'll do Esther's first because hers is on top. Okay, make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely stunning. Esther has done Ladies of Peace, and that's what the kit is called. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful ladies. And each picture gives you a sense of peace. If you're into Zen, this would work with that too. It really would. You can see how that would be working with Zen. It really will. It's gorgeous. If you are Wiccan, pagan or something, again, you can use it your way. You know, because that is basically a female religion. I know, I was one. So that's that. Now, on the back, I'm going to show you these while I've got this out. These papers are from Emma Parish, okay? I'm showing you these because I am using these with another kit that I'd already intended on doing, and I'd started and I printed off, and I will be using it with the other two kits. But the actual program, what we're doing, is based on the other two kits. But this one, I'm just going to show you these papers to show you what I'm going to be using in the bits that are Emma. But I thought they all just go so well together. This particular page, which is, you know, lines, I think is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, because if you want to study journal, what better than to have lines? It means you can sit there and you can put your notes down. Say you're studying the Psalms. You can write the psalm down, or you can type the psalm down and put it, say, you know, print it on here, pop it down, and then you can write your notes, what you're getting out of it. You don't need to look to other people for their interpretation, because everybody has their own interpretation. It's when Jesus is on the cross and he says, you know, I'm telling you today, you will be in paradise. The words are always different in different interpretations of the Bible. The Jehovah's Witnesses will tell you that I am telling you today. You know, there's not the way that the Christians do it, where they are saying to you that this day you'll be in heaven. Whereas they are saying that when I'm telling you today, that eventually you will be there. You will eventually be in a paradise. Yeah? So you need to take your interpretation, not other people's. It is your interpretation and how your heart tells you. So I've got a couple of those in there. I love this one. Absolutely love this one. And these come in blue and mauve, and there's several other colours that they come in, but I've just used them on here on the backs of these. So that's what I'm using on as some backings as well. This is just an addition. Right, so then it's going to look a lot, but when you think this is ephemera as well, then it doesn't quite sort of work out quite as bad. Can you see all that? Almost. Let me just lift you up a tiny bit. Sorry, I've got a light above and I don't want to knock the light off. Aren't these lovely? Normally you can just get circles, don't you? And when I thought, oh my goodness, just think of the things you can do with those. You know, you can print this off twice and put like a pocket on and use them for tucks and oh, so many things, so many things. There's some circles there. We've got our journaling cards, and there's some beautiful journaling cards. Here, you can use this as a page, or what I would do is I would be printing off envelopes and I would be cutting these out and putting these onto the envelopes. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, Esther has really, really worked hard on this kit. These gorgeous envelopes and tuck spots. And then she's got her tags. And of course you can cut them out individually, or you can keep them like this and do flippy tags. You know darn well if I turn them all around this way, what's going to happen is I'm going to start going back the other way. The orientation will go differently. Let's just hope it stays like this for a bit. These are file folders, sorry, I should have said. I'm not going to stop too long because there's so much to go through. Envelopes, beautiful envelopes. I love these envelopes. I love this backing paper too. See, I told you. More journaling cards. Okay, and that one I've shown you already. So those are the gorgeous, gorgeous pieces of ephemera from our Esther. And then I'll show you her backing papers. And I just love the colours. And what is lovely about these is they match up to Diane's so beautifully. But they're so different. Completely different. But look at this. How gorgeous are these? So happy to use one of these as my for my cover. I really will. They're absolutely beautiful. Okay. Now what you will notice is that some of them are this way, or you can have them this way. It's entirely up to you. Both kits are for a normal junk journal or for your thin journal, you know, your tall ones, okay? So it's entirely up to you. I'm actually doing mine as a ring binder, so I'm using them flat out like this, exactly as they come. So that's the whole of Esther's kit. Okay. I know it's $6 something. It's less than $7, and then when you got the 20% off, you know, it's a really, really good bargain with you know, getting the 20% off. It really, really is. Right, now on to Diane's. Now Diane's, this is how it's printed in the PDF. Okay. Diane has taken the pages for a tall journal, okay, like this, and then she has made pages like this, okay? So these would be for a journal, these would be for a tall journal, yeah? So you got the journal and the tall journal, and as you'll see when you fold them over, they fit beautifully. Yeah, but if you don't mind them sitting like this or sitting like this on your page, they look just as good on the page like that. Okay, it's entirely up to you how you want to use them, isn't it? You know, I'm just putting them out flat, you know, as they come. And these butterfly pages with the lace. Look how stunning these are. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the lace. Really, really pretty. And it brings, that, you know, these kits are bringing you a sense of peace. A sense of, you know, wanting to sit down, have some time for you. Whether you want to study, whether you just want to just have some moments of talking to God, whether you want to look more deeply into it. Everybody's journey is different. But it's just a way of finding that peace with you and God. Oops. So that's all the papers. And then we've got the ephemera. Okay, and the backing paper. So let's start here. Okay, envelope. Okay. Wondering why some are backed off. Is because I backed them off because I knew I would be cutting them out soon, but I didn't want to cut anything out until because I'm not sure how many of each I'm going to use, because I don't know about you, but when you're making a journal you often use, say, 4 envelopes instead of just 1, or you know, you may need more pockets. If you go on a frenzy where you make a lot of pockets. This has got a little bit mark on it. I do apologise. The other day I'm getting this mark down my page, and I'm thinking, what on earth's that? And it was like little black marks. What on earth's going on? And I knew I'd done all the cleaning, so I thought, this don't make sense. Anyway, so I cleaned the edges as you do again, and still kept coming. I thought, what on earth? So I cleaned the rollers and nothing. I had put some stuff on top of the printer, and a piece of string had somehow gone over and got pulled underneath. So this piece of string had obviously made that rolly type pattern on here. Oh my goodness. It took a while to sort of clean the roller up, but we got there. Oh dear, so those are upside down. So she's got tall things. So she's got tall ephemera like this that you can make beautiful, beautiful journal cards out. So, you know, it's up to you whether you want to make a tall journal or whether you want a small journal. And obviously, change your printer settings. You make it your size and your way. That is the whole fun of making journals, is it's yours and it's your way. And I love these. I think they're absolutely wonderful. Lovely journal card. I mean, journaling cards like this. Now, all those verses, there were 40 of them. She suggested printing on, it's acetate that's sticky on the back, okay? So it's actually, when you look in Amazon, look up for clear, sticky backed, and you will get it, you know, and printable has to be in there somewhere. I'll do the search later and tell you exactly what words I put in. And it came up straight away, and it's not a bad price either. There's 2 lots. You can buy 10 pages or you can buy 20 pages, you know, however many pages that you're going to need. And the price is really good to get clear, and it's sticky, so it's like a sticker. And I thought, oh goodness, how much fun are you going to have with that? So if you printed them off in a size that will fit perfectly on here, think of the time it's going to save you. You know, you just cut out the verse you want and you can just stick it on. And what fun would that be? I'd not heard of it before. Obviously, I know about acetate and all this sort of thing, but that was the one I'd not heard of before. I know it's a newish thing, but I don't know how new it is. I love these two. I do apologise for scribbling in the corner. Right, and these are Emma's pages. They're what I'm going to use as backing for the ephemera, because I thought then we can actually really write on the back of them, because I'm making mine as a study journal. So that's all of those ones. That's all of those ones. Yep, that's it. We got through to the end. And then everybody's going, oh, thank goodness for that. That was a long one. It's a lot. But when you take this lot and realise that more than half of it is ephemera, it's not as bad as it looks. Really doesn't. So now I just want to really, really quickly show you these. I don't want to waste all your time. Right. This here I'm doing on ring binders, but so that it opens in this orientation. Okay, so I can flip this up, not the camera. Here I've just actually printed off, it's actually a study of the Quran, going through each verse and things, and I've only printed off the last 2 parts of it, which is about 40 pages that is being studied in this. If you wanted to do it this way, I think it would be great, because you've got this ability to use it on your lap to write. It's so much easier to write like this than it is this way round, because writing this way round, you know, you're going over and things like that. I just find it easier. That's with my hands. So, I mean, it's really up to you how you do it. But that's what that one will look like if it's done that way round. This is just mount board. Again, Amazon, just type in A4 or letter size if you're in America, mount board. I usually use the chipboard covers with my machine, but I thought, no, I'm going to go for the mount board. And the thing with the mount board is you don't have to have a machine to cut through it. You can just use your normal hole punch, whichever you use, whether you've got a crocodile or whatever. And that is all that orientation. This is the other orientation, just showing you the difference, so it makes it easier. Now, these are the papers I'm using. These papers, there's, I think, about 7 or 8 of them. These are Emma's. They're called Persian Blue, and I've printed all these on paper specifically so that I can write on the back, because I've put all, you know, the lines on the back of these, and I'll just show you them very, very quickly. If you're doing a Moroccan style journal or something like that, you might want to include some of these pages in. Sorry, there's 2 of each page, so try not to bore you with all the different pages. I think that's all of them there. Yeah. No, that one's there. That's another one. As you can see, I've boxed them. I love that one. It is so Persian, isn't it? It is so Persian. You can imagine a rug made of that. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using as well as. So I'm going to be using 3 kits in mine, plus the addition of the papers. Yes, I have got the 3-inch of these. So, you know, they come out like, in fact, I'll show you how big they are. This is Tracy's. I made this. This is one of Tracy's DTs. So yeah, if you look at the difference in the size, you will see I have got the whopping great big ones as well. Thank goodness. I may be going into a 3rd one of these as well at this time. I mean, you know, because there's so much I want to do, and I'm so excited about it, because I wanted to do this for a long time. I got the papers off of Emma, and now I can, with a lovely bunch of ladies who are absolutely amazing. They are beautiful hearted. They really are. So please come and join us for our Faith Fridays. As I say, if you get the hashtag once, I make sure I've got the right one, because, you know, they might change it again. I don't think they will. Come along and join it. But you don't have to use this for just the faith-based. So that was actually caught up on the other one. You can use these for anything. I mean, these are just stunning of Esther's. Diane's are gorgeous too. So you're kind of like, which kit do you want to use? That was me. I just did not know which kit to use. I was just stumped. I thought, I cannot decide between the 2, and I'm glad I couldn't, because then I got both of them and now I can use them all. So everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Do come and join us. It's going to be so interesting to see your views. You know, everybody's got their own views. Esther, she's actually studying at university. She's doing religion at university. I have studied many, many religions. And I'm a Muslim now. But I have studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, I've been a Wiccan high priestess. The Baptists, you know, I've studied with the Baptists. I was even a Rosicrucian at one stage. Oh, she's done a lot. So obviously, you find your path. You find your path. You find your way. But it's finding that peace. Once you accept God and you understand that if you just give it all to him, it's so easy. You don't get the stress anymore. There's no point. If you, say, for example, you've got a bill that has to be paid tomorrow and you're not going to have any money till next week, pray about it. Pray about it. Guarantee something will come up from somewhere you would not even believe it or thought about. Something will come up. If you have that faith that it will, it will. Look at Mary. She's praying and Zachariah comes into her and she's got all this food. And she's saying, where did you get all this from? You know, why have you got this food around you? And she says it's from God. He provides for the ones that love him, for his people. And of course, when he heard that, he prays and asks for a son. And that's when he gets the news about John the Baptist. I have found so many things in my life that by having faith in God and not worrying, because there is no point in getting a state about things. If something cannot happen, leave it. Pray about it and leave it. Guatemala have worry dolls. Little things like this. There are some in the house somewhere. I couldn't tell you where they are. But Guatemalan worry dolls. The idea is, now, I actually did with my daughter. She was having a very, very bad time. Really, really depressed. Trying to commit suicide and all the rest of it. And somebody gave her some. Okay, so she had these worry dolls. And they're tiny. And the idea is that you talk to them. You put over your worries to them and you talk to them, okay? And then you put them back in their little pouch and you just leave it. Because you've talked about it, that's like having a really, really good friend. Once you've talked about it and you've shared it, that's when the answers come. Think of how many times you've been bottling it up and you then talk to somebody. It makes so much difference. So, yeah, you'll find so many things happen. I mean, this Ramadan, 2 incredible things have happened in my life. Harmony was 3 on the 6th of January. Her hands and her feet were so badly bent, it was unbelievable. This just wasn't just clubfoot. This was terrible. And she's been through operations and she's had the last ones on her feet, and it was basically, they were saying she's not going to walk. On the first day of Ramadan, which was the 10th of March, she got up and walked. Her mum was gobsmacked. I mean, when she told me, I was in tears. She has proved them all wrong. This little girl, her hands are so bent, she can just about hold the food, but she can't get it up to her mouth. So she uses her knee to push her hand up to her mouth. She never stops smiling. She is one of the happiest little babies I've ever known. And then my sister Mandy, her husband Gary, he was diagnosed with lymphatic cancer, which basically means your immune system is gone. And there was no cure. When he was told, there was no cure for lymphatic cancer. Okay. Anyway, a new study had come up and he was asked if he'd like to go on this trial study. Okay. And a week ago, I got a WhatsApp from my mum. Gary's cured. I was absolutely amazed. It's the power of prayer. I mean, my mum and my sister... Well, my mum is basically a born-again Christian. My sister is a flat earth. Okay. I don't know how to explain the flat earth people, but basically the sun and the moon are just discs. Okay, and we're on a flat earth and there is like a dome over the top of us. And the sun and the moon and that are encaged in this dome. Okay, think of the turtle that you learned about when you're at school with the earth on top of it. Yeah, that's her things, but she's a Christian as well. I mean, she was an apostolic thing or something like that. Many moons ago. She's followed evangelistic people and what have you. But we all believe in God. That is the ultimate thing. We all believe in God. And it just shows you the power of prayer. How many times have we seen something where somebody has been in trouble, people ask for prayers, loads of people say the prayers, and they get the result they wanted. The only time they won't get it is if it's not for the right reasons. It has to be for the right reasons. Think about it. If you've got some kid wanting a new iPad because his is not the newest model, that isn't really asking for what he needs. That is somebody who wants a thick ear. It is what you need. Health, food, these type of things. They're the important things in life. Being happy, loving people, irrelevant what's wrong with them. You know, you don't know how that person has got that opinion. It could have been drummed into them from a very, very early age, or they could have got in the wrong with people. We don't know. Forgive people. We can't judge them. They need to just judge themselves and look at themselves. So on that happy note, I will leave you. And I so hope you're going to join this journey. I want to go through some of the stories because they give you so much love, so much hope. And we can use them in our own daily lives. So love and blessings, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.